Alright, so I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Atelier Ayesha. I know, surprisingly, I'm actually going to do a playthrough on this channel. Honestly, the reason I didn't do it most of the time in the past was because PS4's built-in recording software has blocked scenes on a lot of games, so that limits the ones that you can actually play. And I didn't feel... Well, actually, for a while, I didn't have a PC that was capable of recording. I mean, I have one now, but honestly, I've been putting it off since I didn't feel like, you know, just doing the quick Google search for OBS and actually learning how to use it. I bet it's not really that hard. But you don't really need much of an excuse to be lazy. I'm sure some of you can empathize with that. But yeah, this is actually a post-recording as well, by the way. So I'm just talking over what I already played, since I actually forgot to unmute my mic when I did it the first time. I really like the music in this game, by the way.
So, no success. I thought that perhaps this place... But the decay is the same. It could still be possible.
There's a lot of cutscenes in this first part, so I won't really be talking that much.
Have you traveled here from afar?
Yes. So, you can tell?
I knew it. There are some Western peculiarities about the way you talk.
I see. So you're familiar with it then?
A little. I go there to trade, too. Welcome to this barren frontier land.
Barren frontier land? That's not true. This place is plentiful.
True. For the last few years, the weather's been calm and gentle. But some of the town's water veins have dried up, making it really tough to fill all my orders of grain. The soil's becoming less and less fertile every day. That's why I've been running around so much on deliveries.
Sorry to bother you when you're so busy with your own business.
Oh no, it's boring to travel alone, so I'm actually glad to have you. It's quite a ways to the next ruin, so please enjoy the ride. See over there? That ruin past the workshop is the one you're looking for. My destination is actually that workshop. It's a medicine shop that's run by a young girl.
A workshop in a place like this? So it still does exist in this land. Oh, you can drop me off right here.
Huh? But we're still pretty far from the ruin.
That's fine. I prefer to walk there on my own 2 feet.
To walk on your own 2 feet. As expected of a scholar, I guess.
Scholar? Is that what I look like?
Oh, I'm sorry if I was wrong. Since you're investigating the ruins...
You're not far off. But I am an alchemist.
An alchemist?
An isolated workshop on a remote grassy plain. There, a girl lives all alone. Her name is Ayesha. Even today, she continues to make medicine by herself.
This and that, and mix this powder in to give it a nice fragrance, and Yep, looks good. When the liquid turns a golden color, then... Oops, sorry, Panna. I forgot to give you your breakfast. Here. Sorry for making you wait. Chew your food and eat slowly. It's not healthy to eat so fast. The sun feels so nice and warm. Maybe I should do the laundry. But before that, I'm hungry too. I've been so busy I forgot to eat.
I know about forgetting to eat. Not fun.
This isn't good. I need to take better care of myself. What should I eat? It's too late for breakfast, so maybe I better combine it with lunch.
I don't know if that's healthy, though.
Do I have an egg that I can have with the leftover soup from yesterday? What's wrong, Panna? I'm thinking about what to eat, so quiet down. Oh, I'm still in the middle of a synthesis. It's a good thing I remembered.
What a thoughtful cow. She could have burned her house
I
down.
need to finish this before lunch. Okay, I'm just gonna combine it with lunch. Oh, it's open! Come in!
Hello, Ayesha. Oh, this is...
Oh, hello, Freddy!
Ah, it's as smoky and smelly as always, I see. Eating while synthesizing just isn't proper.
Sorry, I was just so hungry. Delicious. The medicine you ordered will be ready in a minute. So, please wait just a little longer.
Thank you. But it looks like something serious is happening inside the cauldron. Are you sure you should be so calm about it?
Oh, I'm not. It may not look like it, but I'm seriously about to freak out. If I don't hurry, it'll be too late.
How did you let it come to this?
Well, while I was synthesizing, Hannah reminded me to feed her. And as I was preparing straw for her, I noticed how great the weather has been. Then I started wondering if I should do the laundry or eat something first. And then before I knew it, a lot of smoke was coming out of the cauldron.
Now I understand. We need to hurry up and do something.
You're right. What was I doing before I gave Hannah her food? I dropped in all the necessary ingredients. That's right, the medicine was starting to turn gold. Now, to neutralize it for the next step, I need... Oh, where did I put it?
Ayesha, hurry! I don't think it's supposed to smell like this.
It's still okay. This is perfectly normal. I'm just gonna eat one more.
Hey, that's ill-mannered. I mean, no food can taste very good with this odor in the air. Am I right?
No, that's not true. Just a bit more. One more stir should do it. Swirl, swirl. There. It's done.
There. I finally got all the soot off. You can open your eyes now.
Thank you.
Being covered with soot will spoil your cuteness.
Jeez, you're always saying stuff like that. I start blushing whenever you call me cute. Oh, here's the medicine you ordered.
1, 2, 3. Yep, it's all here. Thank you, Ayesha. Oh, actually, I also have a favor to ask you.
Really? What is it?
Well, after I put in this order, I got an additional order. Can I ask you for one more bottle?
Sure. If it's just one bottle, it won't take that long either. Oh, but I might need more ingredients. Okay, I'm gonna go gather some outside real quick.
I'm not gonna read the text. If you want to read it yourself, you can just pause the video. But thankfully, a lot of this game is voice acted. There are some sections that aren't, though. And luckily, most of the controls and everything is pretty similar to what the future games are going to have, which that's all that I'm used to. I've only really played Atelier Dusk and Atelier Ayesha. But I plan on going through all the ones in the Dusk series, and all the ones in the Mysterious series as well. Eventually. I'm definitely gonna try to get all of these achievements done and whatnot. And look at that, we're only 11 minutes in and we can already move around. It's nice. It's nice to be able to move around and do things so quickly. Lots of games these days, you have to wait around for an hour or two before you can really do anything you want to. That's why I like a lot of the older games. The tutorials are much easier. They're not as long, and in a lot of them, they incorporated basically you just figuring it out on your own. But yeah, right here, right here, I was messing around with the little, I suppose you would call them emotes. And I'm just looking around the house right now to make sure there's nothing that I can't interact with before, like, going outside and doing what I'm supposed to actually be doing. You'll see me do this a lot through the playthrough, just to try and not miss stuff. Speaking of, it seems that gathering is a bit different in this game. In most of the other ones, you just press X or whatever the interaction button is, and then you gather the ingredients. But in this one, you can press it multiple times, or you can hold it. If you press it multiple times, it actually gathers faster, interestingly enough. Whereas, if you hold it, it's a little bit slower, but you still get there. Right now, time doesn't really matter, but it looks like later on, I noticed that if you don't gather all you can at a point, less time passes than if you gather everything at the gathering point. So that might come in handy later on if there's a deadline for something. But since I'm playing this blind, I don't really know how many deadlines are going to be in the game, if any. I know that some of the older ones had like a lot of deadlines and whatnot, so you had to play your cards right a lot of the time.
I wonder if this is enough.
Sorry, I'd like to help you, but I'm not familiar with medicinal herbs or synthesis.
Don't worry, I'm used to this. Now that I have all the necessary ingredients, I'll hurry back and start synthesizing.
It's always nice to see an objective get completed. I'll be sure to get as many of those done as possible. Let's see. Nah, it doesn't seem that this game has the whole barrel thing. It's just kind of become a staple in the series. I'm not sure which one did it first. Anyway, let's go ahead and synthesize that item we're supposed to.
Now then, please wait until the medicine is ready. I'll start making it right away.
I could pretty much skip all the tutorials if I wanted, but I'll leave them in for you to read just in case. There are a little bit of things that are different in this game, as you would expect. Every game in the series can't be exactly the same, but all their systems are relatively similar. The actual execution via the player is a bit different in some of them, but the base process of collecting the items remains the same, as you would expect. It's honestly quite comforting to see a system that you're used to
Is this okay?
in all these games. Makes it much easier to just continue on. It looks like I was able to get one of the bars up on this. I don't know if it actually removes anything from my inventory, like, after making this.
It's done! Here you go, Ernie!
I confirm the delivery. Thank you. You really saved me. Your medicine is very popular in town. Orders just keep coming in.
Oh, really? I'm so happy to hear that.
Before I forget, let me give you the money, along with this.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm sure she'll be happy too.
Today is the day, right? I think Neo liked this candy. Well, I've got to get going now. Say hi to Neo for me. Oh, and one more thing. I think the ruin already had a visitor today. He's not from around here. He said something about investigating the ruin.
Oh, a visitor? It's rare for someone to come to a remote place like this.
Well, I guess we're going to go to that ruin. Not before looking around here one more time, just to be certain. Just to be certain. I like how the dressing room and all the different settings are available straight from the beginning. And some of the other ones you have to get to a certain point before you can. Let's see what we've got here. Different slots. Ah, yes, the standard swimsuits of the game. What about this? Just a different swimsuit, I see.
Looking good.
We can take her little head thing off if we want. But I don't think we're going to do that for now.
Yep. Yep. Looking good.
It looks like the difference between the flower crown and the fairy headband is just that she doesn't have the headband, basically. She's already wearing the flower crown. interesting flyers. I guess that's some sort of collectible. That's honestly a rather big fence around this place. Anyway, to the ruin. Standard and direct road. I don't think either of those will really do anything different when there's only one place to go at the moment. But seeing as I don't really have any deadlines, I'm not going to worry too much about wasting time. It might become a mistake later on, we'll see.
Built by human hands and eventually abandoned, it is now a plant paradise. The plants, despite the course of human history, continued to expand their hold on this place. Of course, now is no different.
Rather big place. With grand music. Makes sense, though. Grand music for a grand place. Doesn't look like there's anything to gather around here. It's a pretty place.
Good morning, Neo. Sorry I'm a little late. I came close to messing up the medicine I was synthesizing, so I had to clean up. It looks like I can't do anything without you, Neo. Look, it's so pretty, just like that day. You liked these flowers, didn't you, Neo? Since you disappeared, it's been 3 years as of today. I've been working hard to keep the workshop going. Aren't you proud of me? Oh, right! I brought a souvenir for you today. It's from Ernie. You liked this candy, right? Oh, and Ernie told me to tell you that he says hi. We need to thank him next time. The truth is, I still can't believe it. Neo, you came out to this ruin to gather medicinal herbs, but you never came back. I had everyone in town out looking for you, but all we found was your herb basket. Everyone said that you were spirited away, but I'm still not convinced. I've heard that these ruins sometimes swallow people up whole. But why'd it have to happen to you? Why did I ask you to help me gather medicinal herbs? So, where do you go? Well, Panna, let's go home. I have laundry to do. I'll be back. Neo.
It looks like something's about to start our adventure.
Sis? Huh?
I don't think most ghosts have feet. Probably something different.
Neo? This isn't a dream, is it? Neo! Where have you been this whole time? I've been worried sick about you! Oh! She disappeared. Neo? Where are you? Huh? Who are you?
A rather dapper man. Keith Grift Hazeldine. I find it interesting that it tells us his name without him telling our actual
There's
character.
no trace of it left. If it lasted a little longer, I could have analyzed it more. Oh well. I guess it would spoil all the fun if this was too easy. But then again, with a glowing flower and a glowing body, it's easy to make an educated guess.
Excuse me.
What is it? As you can see, I'm very busy, so please don't talk to me.
But that's actually a grave. It's my little sister's. So please, be gentle with it.
Your little sister? Was the girl from moments before?
Yes! So you could see her too?
Yes, parts of it. Your voice travels a vast distance. So I just followed your voice. I didn't mean to intrude. Your sister seems to be in quite a predicament. To be living in such a state. This is the first time I've seen anything like that.
Living? Does that mean that Neo is safe? Is there any way to help her? Oh, and who are you?
Who knows? I'm not obligated to tell you anything. Besides, I assume that you're the owner of that workshop, am I right? In that case, shouldn't you be able to come up with at least one solution?
How do you know about the workshop? And I don't have any solutions.
That's odd. Then you're not an alchemist?
An alchemist? What's that? Well, I'm an apothecary. I make medicine at my workshop. I'm sorry for asking so many questions all at once. Please tell me more about Neo.
An apothecary. Then perhaps it's very likely. Listen, this is my fundamental philosophy. Truths are not something that can be passed around by others. You yourself must demand and grasp them. If you want to know the truth, then you must study and think on your own. From what I can see, you are capable of that.
I am?
Yes. However, it's not something you can blindly jump into. I shall give you 2 pieces of advice, though I have no obligation to do so. Take it as my apology for intruding. First, as a means to finding your sister, you must study alchemy.
So, what is alchemy? How do I...
And second, this glowing flower, you must understand it. That is all. Your sister is somewhere you can't reach with your hands. With alchemy, there are a number of different ways to bring her back.
This glowing flower. It doesn't look like a medicinal herb. What is it exactly?
Don't ask me. Answer that question on your own. Well, farewell.
I like this guy already.
Oh, please wait. I have a few more questions.
She herself doesn't seem to be aware of it, but I didn't expect to encounter alchemy in a place like this. However, that girl, in her current state, I'd say she has about 3 years.
What he said about the truth is absolutely correct. It's much more meaningful if you find answers by yourself and based off of your own experiences in the world than it is if you're just told something by someone else and you remember it.
Neo, glowing flowers, alchemy. I wonder if I can really trust him. This all happened so suddenly. I know! I should write it all down in a diary and organize everything. But first, I need to compose myself.
It's always good to be composed.
What should I write first?
So what I meant when I said earlier that you shouldn't just listen to other people and merely remember the words that they said is pretty much trust but verify. When other people say things, you should verify it based off of your own experiences and whatnot. And even if you haven't had the proper experiences to be able to verify what they said, you can also just think with your brain as to whether or not it is true. You know, maybe just keep it in mind, and as you go forward in life, just look at things around you and see if what they said is true, and then you will know whether or not you can trust those things. And as these things pile up, you learn whether or not you can trust particular people. But anyway, it looks like we've discovered what we need to begin our journey in this game, pursuing the meaning of alchemy and those flowers, so that we might rescue our little sister from whatever fate. I guess that's where we'll begin in the next part.
Okay, I've decided.
I hope you enjoyed.
I'll be out traveling. Please don't worry. Ayesha,